for political revolution? I'll tell you, I've been ready since 2015. I gotta tell you, it was Bernie Sanders who inspired and activated me and my wife. Bernie was the first politician, the first candidate that I ever gave money to. He was the first candidate that I ever knocked on doors for. He was the first candidate that I made those scary phone calls for. And you know what? Those phone calls weren't scary. You were talking to your friends, your neighbors, your relatives, everybody who wants the same thing. A government that's going to work for us. Now, when the nomination was taken from him in 2016, my wife and I, we looked at each other and we said, well, what are we going to do? Our candidate lost. And we listened to his words. Not me, us. We got involved with our local Democratic Party. We got involved with the local chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America. We got involved with city government. I got appointed to the Citizens Review Committee to look at police oversight, to make sure that our cops are doing the right thing. I got involved with TriMet's Transit Equity Advisory Committee to ensure that marginalized folks were not losing out when things went wrong with TriMet. You know, I got involved with the Giving Tree, helps out with people in low-income, affordable housing downtown. Social justice organizations like the Asian Pacific American Network of Oregon. Now, on top of being a dean at Portland Community College, I was spending 10, 15, 20 hours a week volunteering. And I gotta tell you, it did not feel like work. It felt like being part of the community. So whose revolution is it? Our revolution! Damn right it is. And the only way that we're gonna take our government and our country back is to get regular folks into our government.
Yes.
Okay? Like Mark Gamba and I, we aren't multi-millionaires. We're not a part of the 1%. We're regular, everyday people just like you.
Yes.
We are trying to do our best to represent the people. I know Mark doesn't take corporate funds. I don't take corporate funds. It is the money in politics that causes us to have for-profit prisons, that causes us to have the lack of Medicare for all, that causes us to have endless war. Because somebody is making money on it. Okay? We need to get regular, everyday citizens into Congress, into every level of government to ensure that the people's will is done. Now, I am honored and grateful to get the national endorsement from our revolution. Because it means that we're doing the right thing. We're doing the things that the people need and want. This is about all of us, not just these candidates, not just the very few at the very top. We need a government that works for all of us. Whose revolution? Our revolution! Whose revolution? Our revolution!